Hi, Derek Fraser here from Coldstream Rod Shop. Welcome back. I've been busy putting the chassis back together on the 32 Ford pickup. What I did, I brought the chassis in here. I basically leveled the chassis up at approximate ride height. I have my 29 Model A here that's on a 32 Ford chassis. So basically I could go off of it, measure where the frame was in the front, put a bottom jack post here and there, and then I did the same thing in the back. So the chassis is about ride height. Then the next step was that I actually had to put the rear end together. I got new seals into it, new yoke, got the axles all cut, the axles put in, the backing plates on. So what I have is a diagram, it's got paint all over it, of a 32 Ford frame, which gives the dimensions of where it is. So I think it's 28 inches from the back of the frame to the center of the third member. So I started on one side. I got my 28 inches to the center, so it comes up exactly there. Then what I did was I adjusted the angle on the rear end to about 3 degrees. The reason why you do that is you want your rear end at the same angle as what the transmission, the engine of the transmission is in. So your engine's going to be sitting in there with the driveline tilted down at about 3 degrees, and then you want your rear end tilted up about the same angle. So you have parallel lines coming from your engine and into your rear end, so that way you don't get vibration in your drive shaft. So once I set that up on this side for 3 degrees, then I went to the opposite side and I measured again from the back to the center, got that set up, and then this third arm here just basically adjusted until it's set in place. Kept on checking my 3 degrees off my pinion. Once that was all set up, then I moved to the front, and I did the same thing. Everything is in without the springs because you can't set it for ride heights with the springs in place. So I did the same thing here on the front. You want a caster of about 5 to 7 degrees, so that way when you turn your wheel on the highway, she'll come back to center. You can't really adjust anything else because it's a solid axle. So I have 7 degrees on this because I've got 7 degrees on this car and it drives really well. So I was able to go back and forth and check a couple measurements. So right now, I've got my wheelbase set at 105 inches. Because I'm tilting back at 7 degrees, the center is at 106, but because I've tilted it back, I've got that inch, and now I'm straight up and down here on my spring. So when I put my spring in, my spring will come straight up and down. We've measured it back and forth, and we've got it square. Just to double check on the square in the back, one of the things we did when we set it up, I set up a bolt there in the center, and I made sure that I was exactly the same distance side to side so that the rear end is actually square in the chassis. Hopefully I didn't ramble on there too much and you caught what I was explaining. So right now, my next step is actually to put the springs onto it and then assemble the back brakes and the front spindles and put the wheels on. So next video, hopefully I'll be able to show you that. But that's where we are today. That's an update on the 32 Ford pickup. If you have any questions, shoot us a message. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And that's it from Coldstream Rod Shop on Sunday afternoon. Everybody take care.